What's up YouTube, Eastern PA Fishing here. The date is December 8th. So this one's gonna be a little interesting. I'm about to head down to the creek. I have a fish trap and a fishing rod with me. Today I'm not gonna be fishing for big fish, I'm gonna be fishing for small fish. I'm looking for a couple different North American native freshwater species of fish that I can put in my new 10-gallon fish tank. I've been thinking about starting a small fish tank for about a week now, so I figured what time is better than right now. So we're gonna go down to the creek. Like I said, I have the trap with me. We're also gonna try a little spin fishing. Hopefully we're gonna be able to catch some fish for this new fish tank. Hope you guys all like the content. If at any point you do, scroll down below, hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not also already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing. Well, here we are. This is the exact spot we were at last time. It did rain quite a bit, so I'm hoping there's still some little fish out there for us. 3 sunfish, maybe a couple nice looking shiners. Let's get everything all set up. Put in the link in the description below, fish trap that I'm using here today, or at least one similar to it. So I have this little bait pouch right here. It's gonna take some bread, load her up. One slice should do the job. Just gonna stuff it in our little package right there, or pouch, whatever. Zipped up, ready to go. Now last time, Hunter and I could really only put this thing in the one spot because this is a little deep. So I brought some extra twine with me today. Give me a little extra line so I can get out there in that deep pool. Well, that should just about do it, guys. Got our fish trap all loaded up with that bread, ready to go. Gonna put this out here, get my spinning rod all set up. There we go. Now the fish should swim in, not be able to get out. Gonna just secure this, couple rocks. Pretty excited to get this fish tank started. Also pretty excited to show it to you guys. Over, my years and years of fishing, I've walked the creeks and collected some pretty interesting little crystals and rocks. I put most of my favorites inside the fish tank. So it's pretty cool, extremely custom. Hope you guys all like that. Hopefully we can catch some fish here. Get my aerator set up. Actually lost the bottom portion of this. There's usually like a little stone that goes on here. I have a couple split shots on here tied on, just so once the air starts flowing through here, it doesn't make this rise up out of the water. Got to make sure we're able to keep these fish alive. Nice little portion of water there. We're not going to really need too much. And plus, I am going to have to carry this all the way back to my vehicle. And that's going to be a pain in the keister. So there we go. We're not going to catch anything too big, I don't think. Like I said, I only have a 10-gallon tank, so I can't be taking home no whoppers. I have a little trout magnet on here right now. Pretty sure that's not going to work. I feel like anything we catch on the trout magnet is probably going to be too big for our tank. I think I might put just a little bit of bread on here, just on the tip of this very small size 6 Aberdeen hook. Could definitely be using a smaller hook and a different kind of hook, but this is what I have tied on. I feel like the trap is going to be the most productive thing for us anyway. All right, so I'm going to take just a tiny little piece of bread. Sure, the hook's poking out just a little bit. There you go. That is about the perfect size for the perfect size fish for our fish tank. Let's see if we can get something going here. Probably just gonna catch creek chubs on this thing. Don't really want to put any creek chubs in my little fish tank. Just not a huge fan of creek chubs. Pretty little fish, but oh, we got the first one of the day. It's a pretty little shiner. That's a nice looking little fish. That'd be pretty sweet in our fish tank. What do you guys think? First one of the day. Like to maybe get 2 of these little shiners and a couple little sunfish. Now he might be a little big. Might end up putting that guy back, but I'm gonna go through quite a few fish. We're gonna sort them out, see which ones I want to take home. Only looking to take home 5. And with that fish trap out there in the spot where it's at, we might catch more than 5 in the first haul. Gonna do another cast with the bread, see if I can pick up another fish. If not, we're gonna check that fish trap. We are running a little low on daylight today. I can see my little ball of bread down there. I see about 80 of those little shiner things all pecking at it. There's a lot of fish on that bread. They're all like way too tiny to eat that though. It's so funny. Do one more cast. Like I said, this piece of bread might be a little too big for those little fish out there. We lost our bread. Well, it's been about 5 minutes on the trap. Since we see all those little fish down there, I can almost assume that there's probably some in our trap already. Let's pull it out, see what we got. Whew. It's a cold one today, guys. It's a whopping 40 degrees today. Let's see if we get anything in there. Oh yeah. Oh dang, how many do we have in there? We have 4. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at those little guys. Those are sick. I think they're all the same type of fish too. Just gonna load him right in. I think we might release our bigger one. Might not need him now that we have all these guys. Oh, there we go. All in one scoop. There's 3 more. There we go. Look at those little guys. Those look sweet in the fish tank. There we go. Looks like we got some sweet little fish for our natives fish tank. Let's get this sucker back out there. Definitely want to get a little bit more of a variety. I think I'm probably going to release that shiner. He's pretty big. I just don't know how happy a fish that size would be inside of a 10-gallon fish tank. Let's get another cast out there, if that's what you call it. Is this casting? Or is this just tossing? Don't really know what this technique is here. Oh yeah, that's the spot. That thing is about to get loaded up with so many little fish. This shiner really isn't looking too happy, so I think I'm gonna toss him back. I just don't think they would do too good in a tank. See ya, dude. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Those little shiners are pretty sweet. I think they'll do just fine in a small tank. Definitely want to catch a little panfish. Maybe it's like some type of weird optical illusion with the sun hitting the water or whatever, but it looks like there's hundreds of fish in that fish trap right now. I'm probably wrong, but they're at least all swimming around it, trying to get in there to get that bread. One more cast with the bread, then we're gonna check the trap. See if the bread down there is doing any better. Really want to catch one of these little sunfish. Last cast with the bread before we check the trap again. Oh, we got a bite. Ah, man. Tricky little guys. Well, let's check our trap. Let's see what we got here. More of those little shiner things. Looks like a couple chubs. This one looks a little different than some of the other ones I've caught so far. Can't really tell what it is. Kind of looks like one of those little freshwater sharks. Really sweet little fish though. Adding him to the bucket for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Well, there we go. Some more of these cool looking little guys. Pretty little fish. Just don't know how many of these I want in my tank. This one here, if you can see the little black on the tail there, that's actually a spot tail shiner. That might be something a little rare. Not sure what the rest of those guys are. I'm just gonna throw him in there for good measures. This guy, you're lucky. See ya, dude, you get to go back. Gonna get a couple more hauls on the trap. Hopefully catch a sunfish. Don't wanna have an entire fish tank full of shiners. That was a bad throw. I'm gonna retoss this one. This thing is just so unaerodynamic. It's kind of just something you drop off the side of a dock, not really try to give a nice toss out there. Oh, and it caught my finger that time. That ain't bad. What the heck? I see some going towards it already. Whatever. I see some stuff moving around in there. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a peek. Man, that's a good looking one. I don't know, I might just throw this guy right in. He's a cool looking little shiner. Let's see what else we got here. Anything interesting? Ooh. Oh no, I lost one. That's all right, I want to save these 2 anyway. I'm gonna put this guy back. This guy looks like a baby shiner. Got 2 more in here. Let's see what they are. Anything interesting? Nah, just look like some of those little common shiners. Get those guys back. See ya, homies. Alrighty, it's gonna be a wrap on this spot. Well, we have a pretty good haul so far. Let's see what we can get out of one more cast with the fish trap. Gonna try to put one right out here in the middle. Some more fast running water. Oh, how's that thing gonna sink? It's gonna sink, right? It's getting down there. Hopefully the fish can get in and out of there. All right, let's get another little dough ball on the tip of our hook here. We are running out of daylight. Really need to get a little panfish. Then I'll feel like this day is a complete success. One little panfish just to give the tank a little color. I caught the fish trap. Dang it, guys. Well, spot number 2 was a bust. I'm gonna move back to the original spot, give the trap one more try, do a couple casts with the rod, then we're gonna get out of here. We have caught ourselves some pets today. Maybe not the sunfish I was looking for, but still, some pretty sweet little fish, if I don't say so myself. They're gonna look pretty cool in the tank. Hopefully none of them have any diseases that, you know, spread to the rest of the fish and kill my whole tank. But like I said, I haven't had a fish tank since I was a little kid, so this is definitely gonna be pretty sweet. All right, setting those guys down. Let's go get that trap. It's the time of year where it starts to get really cold out here. I am super layered right now, but my hands are really starting to feel it. This is definitely the time of year where the fishing starts to get a little tough. The fish don't bite as well, the freezing temperatures don't help, I mean, sometimes no matter how well you bundle up, it just doesn't really even matter. And when you're fishing, I mean, it's really hard to fish with gloves. Some of you guys have mastered the technique, but I definitely haven't. So most of the time, no matter what the temperature is, I'm out here with bare hands. And if you guys have ever fished in the cold, you guys should know that once it gets cold enough, your hands just don't really work too well anymore. Did we get anything? No, we actually did get something. Look at that. This is gonna be worth keeping though, is the question. Looks like one of those common shiners. That's a pretty little shiner. Might look nice in the tank. Probably be the biggest one we have. But I think I'm gonna let this guy go. Thanks for biting, dude. See you next time. So as I was saying, you know, it gets a little tough to fish this time of year. Be out here making nature videos because, you know, nature is pretty brutal once it gets cold outside. But I do have a natural love for outdoor sports and activities, so I'm gonna be out here all winter fishing for you guys. Plenty of content to come this winter when it gets cold out, so stay tuned. Try our luck one more time. Ah, dang. That wasn't the cast we were looking for. The most unaerodynamic thing I've ever thrown. Got a couple nifty new little rocks to add to our fish tank as well while we were out here. Another bonus for today. I'm excited to show you guys this tank. I mean, I did take a little time to set it up. Got some pretty cool looking stuff in there. Now when I get home, I'm not gonna throw these guys right in the tank. I'm actually gonna let them sit inside with the aerator going, just so the water in this bucket gets to about room temperature. That way when I add the fish to the tank, they won't be shocked by the temperature change. I'm gonna let this trap sit for a little bit longer, film you guys some pretty dope B-roll, so get ready for that. Then we're gonna pull that trap one more time. I was just jumping around filming a few different cool things in the woods. Gave this trap a little time. But while I was out there, I did find another little spot that I think would definitely be worth checking. We only got one on this shot. Let's see what we got here. Don't think it's something I want to keep. Oh well, I'm not gonna keep him anyway. Oh man, that's a real cool little fish. I think that's another spot tail. I think we're gonna throw him in there. We're gonna check out this one more little hole. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 little fish in there. That's a pretty nice little haul for our little tank. Let's go try this one more little spot right over here. Once again, the most unaerodynamic thing I've ever thrown in my life. Oh heck yeah, they're all going in there. Holy smokes. Dang, this might have been the spot. Well, the trap's been out there for about 5 to 10 minutes. See a whole bunch of little tiny fish swimming around there. Not sure how many we're actually able to get in. Let's see if we got anything. We got one little fish, the only one that was silly enough to go in there. Let's see this guy. Super tiny little guy. Look at this little one. That's going right into the bucket. That's a cool looking little minnow. See if we can get one more out there. I'm just having so much fun out here, it's hard for me to quit. So I'm gonna do one more haul with the fish trap, maybe catch another couple of those small little fish. There's gotta be something different than what I've caught so far here today. I feel like the majority of those fish in there are pretty much the same type of minnow, maybe just different genders, not really too sure. Either way, they're gonna look pretty cool in the tank. Alrighty, the sun's starting to go down quick. It's gonna be the last haul. See if we got anything here. 6 little fish. What do we got here? Like a lot of the same thing. Not exactly too sure what those are. We'll take them. Oh, we got 3 more little fish. I think we're gonna put back this big guy. Just don't want that big fish in there. There we go. 2 more little guys, one of those little striped things and one of whatever that other thing was. That's gonna do it. We got ourselves about 15 fish put in our fish tank. Pretty psyched, guys. Well, everybody, this is gonna wrap up the first portion of this video. not a bad haul for our fish tank. Some of these guys are ready to get out of there, so we're gonna get them home as fast as we can. Hopefully we get these guys home safely. Once we get home, gonna get them all acclimated to their new environment. We're gonna have some new pets. Well, we've made it back to the house, everybody. I've had these guys sitting in this bucket for about an hour, just letting the temperature change for them a little bit. And then I got these guys in here, put a couple in already, just to see how they would act. Seems like they're getting used to it. They might not really like this environment right now. You know, these are wild fish. They're used to swimming around in a little bit of a bigger area of water. That bigger one, not really sure if he's happy in there. I might end up catching him and releasing him tomorrow. But I'm gonna start adding the fish, see how they like it. We got two nice ones there. I know the lighting is probably terrible for this. Gonna plop them in, 1 and 2. Look at that guy there. They're definitely not super happy to be in here right now. Oh, there's another nice one. Let's get him in there. Slide him right in. 3 more little guys going in. I think our tank is starting to get a little full. Might have grabbed a little too many. There we go, that's the rest of them. Let's get them in. Well, there we go, guys. We have quite a bit of fish in there. Might be a little overpopulated. We might take a couple of these back to the creek and release them tomorrow. There we go. Look at all these little guys. They're pretty freaking sick. That is super cool. Never done anything like this before. I've never caught my own pet. There we go. We have probably 2 or 3 different species of fish in there. Some of them might not be too happy. We're gonna probably feed these guys in a little bit, see if they'll eat. They might not. All these rocks and pebbles and that coral, all stuff I've found out while fishing. That little piece of driftwood in there, that piece of glass. Those little green fuzzy things are the only thing in there that I didn't find when I was out fishing. That and those gold pebbles. But there we have it. Pretty sweet little tank. Some of these fish might not be too happy in there. They'll get used to this environment. Some of them might need to go back to the creek. I'm not too sure. But we're gonna let them hang out for a bit. Be sure to keep you guys updated on this little tank and how these guys are doing. I'm gonna pick and choose, get rid of some of the bigger ones in here. They might not be too happy. There you have it. North American native fish tank. All in one day.